Well, we're in for another bumpy week weather-wise. We'll talk about the potential for some showers and thunderstorms that are going to hang around all the way through your Thursday and then likely pull out just in time for your Good Friday and mostly for your Easter weekend. Thanks for joining me this Monday. We're 11 days into the month of April, and a lot happening here on the program tonight. Just a couple of things that we will talk about. 2 people in Mcgoffin County arrested in a stolen car. Also a big night for American Idol tonight. I'm so excited. And as well, I always have ways of being reminded how many of you are watching out there, and it's always so humbling. And there are a lot of different ones. Tonight's just a little bit unusual. I'm going to say that and say nothing more, but it's a follow-up to the illegal dump situation that I reported to you on Friday. That dump is, I can't say it's not there, but it's definitely changed. Someone's definitely watching the show as well. And as well, when's Mcgoffin County going to get a new ambulance service? If you have a scanner in your home, you know that, and if you're an EMT or first responder and you get those messages, as do I, those level zeros when the current ambulance service does not have a unit available are getting all too frequent. We'll speak with our judge executive on that tonight, and he'll update us on when and how soon he thinks indeed that will start to get better. So all that and more before I leave you for, again, a big night on American Idol. Talk about that in a second. There was an ATV accident over the course of the weekend. 2 females, both juveniles. I'm involved, 14 to 16 years of age. On Jim Arnett Branch, this was yesterday. They were traveling on Jim Arnett Branch, and the 4-wheeler struck a bridge. At least one of them was thrown and suffered some head trauma on the scene. One was taken, actually both were taken by ambulance, just different ambulance services, to the Paintsville ARH Hospital. We have no condition on the most seriously injured health at this time, but hope they are both well. With that said, 2 people in Mcgoffin County were arrested in a stolen vehicle over the course of the weekend. Since I saw you last, the vehicle reported stolen to the Mcgoffin County Sheriff's Department about a week prior. Saturday evening before 8 o'clock, Mcgoffin County Sheriff's Deputy Dewey Marshall noticed a vehicle that he believed matched the description of one reported stolen to the Sheriff's Department. I believe it was last week in the area of Route 7 around the Mountain Parkway. He saw the vehicle get on the parkway and head toward Route 30. He turned around, followed the vehicle, and finally made contact with it at the Dollar General store on Route 30. It was there that he found inside the vehicle 2 individuals, Robert Saylor and Megan Howard. The vehicle, indeed, was the one that was reported stolen here in Mcgoffin County several days ago. Behind the wheel and arrested for driving on a suspended license, no insurance, and receiving stolen property under $10,000 was 27-year-old Megan Howard. Her passenger, 41-year-old Robert Salyer, was charged with receiving stolen property under $10,000 as well as served with an outstanding warrant. Both are still in the Big Sandy jail as of airtime. I wrapped up the show last week with a COVID update here from Mcgoffin County. Only a handful of cases, 3 or 4. It was reported last week and about 10 or so the week before, so some really good positive numbers, similar numbers to most all of Kentucky counties, as I showed you. All but 1 county were in the green as of last Friday. However, that's not the case across the nation. New coronavirus cases jumped in Ohio last week, 25% just last week, making the Buckeye State the 30th or 31st among all 50 where COVID-19 was spreading the fastest on a per-person basis, according to Johns Hopkins University data. COVID cases in the United States as a whole increased about 21% last week. Across the country as well, almost 34 states, right at 34, had more cases last week than they did the week before. Hospitals in 19 states say that they had more patients COVID-related than the week before. Hospitals in 16 states had more COVID patients in ICUs, and then hospitals in 25 states said they admitted more COVID patients in the latest week than the week before. Let's hope that we're not going back again. I hope you come back for more news right after a word or two. Check out the latest in savings on new sets of tires and vehicle maintenance at Conley's, like $150 back on Goodyears, $120 back on Bridgestones, and big deals on Firestone, Hankook, General, and more. All with perfect snap-on balancing, and where they only charge $35 for state-of-the-art computer diagnostics to fix exactly what you need and get you back on the road. On the web at conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville.
Hello, Mcgoffin County. I'm Eddie Jenkins, Republican candidate for Magistrate, District 2. First, I want to personally thank all of you for your help last election. Since that time, you have not left my mind. Now, I humbly ask for your support once again, and with your help and the strength and progress we've made these last few years with endorsements and such, we can go the distance. It's my continued dream to serve you, the voters of District 2, as your magistrate. Help me help our community this May. Vote Eddie Jenkins, number 3 on the ballot.
I'm Neil Adams, Republican candidate for Sheriff of Mcgoffin County. My main duty as Sheriff will be to protect all the people of Mcgoffin County, and especially our elderly and youth, from the ongoing drug scourge. I am not a politician, but I am a highly trained narcotics detective with over 21 years of law enforcement experience. I know and I see people every day that express their concerns about the illegal drug activity in our county. I hear your voices, and I'm letting you know that help is on the way. I ask all fellow Republicans to join my team in helping me to fight this drug epidemic in our county. Vote Neil Adams, Republican for Sheriff.
Hello, my fellow Mcgoffin Countyans. My name is Carson Sloan, and I'm a candidate for Magistrate, District 2. As your magistrate, I will apply the same core values I have held myself to all my life. As your magistrate, I will always be honest, hardworking, trusting, and dependable. I will be a full-time employee for you, the people of District 2 and Mcgoffin County as a whole. So on May 17th, please cast your vote for Carson Sloan for Magistrate, District 2, number 1 on the ballot and number 1 for the job. Thank you.
I'm Kelly Collins from Golden Law Office. I began my legal career in Lexington, representing some of the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided me with the inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will prepare to defend your case. I'm now taking that knowledge and returning to my hometown in Eastern Kentucky to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
It is never too early for spring to spring at the seasonal shop, and it has. With new ladies' fashions in and arriving daily from all the fashion houses you've come to love, like Royce, Mud Pie, Charlie Page, Simply Southern, they have a new line of spring tees from Ivory Ella, and amazing scents in soaps, body lotions, and home fragrance diffusers by Michael Design Works, with something for every room in the house. Plus new home decor, and as always, so much more at the seasonal shop in downtown Sayersville. I'm so fortunate and blessed to have a lot of different ways that I'm reminded that you folks are watching so much each and every weeknight. One of those, is when something happens or breaks and technical difficulties arise and the phones light up and I get all the messages all at once. And well, it's not a good situation. It's a good problem to have in the fact that it lets me know everyone's watching and waiting on the show. Tonight I have proof of another sort that folks are watching the show, because only moments after a report aired on Friday night, something happened that indicated that indeed someone was watching the show, and local authorities are now looking to add possibly more charges when they can find out who is responsible for an illegal dump that I spoke to you about late last week on Tick Lick here in Mcgoffin County. Judge Wireman was with me last Friday, expressing his frustration, we'll say, to put it mildly and politely, in this, a site brought into his office via some video and pictures on Friday by a resident in the Tick Lick area, where someone had gone to the site of a previous dump that had had so much man time and money invested into it to clean it up, and it looked as though they had dumped out the contents of several rooms or possibly even an entire structure. While at the time Friday, the judge was waiting on Johnson County authorities, as this was in the Johnson County area, technically on that side of the road, to go through some of those items that had already been collected and try to narrow down the residence that these items came from and then who had left them there. And that was how I left you with the story at around 6:30.
Immediately after your show aired, regarding the interview on the dump on Tick Lick, the tones went off at 911 that there was a brush fire on Tick Lick at a dump. And ironically, it was the one that we just talked about. So it'd be apparent that some of your viewers dumped that stuff out. We're still working with Johnson County Sheriff's Department. I've provided them photographs of the documents that I went over the hill and got. Like I said in the last week, the items are very old, and it appears that someone has cleaned a house out and thrown a desk that had a lot of letters and bills and banking information in it. So they're probably going to find out where this house is. We'll see who the occupants are and what they know about it.
Now, while I was with Judge Wireman via the internet, of course, earlier this afternoon, I had another very serious question to talk to him about, so we discussed that as well. If you have a police scanner in your home, you're an EMT, a first responder, whatever, by whatever means that you are aware of the ambulance situation, you are keenly aware of how dire it is. We've covered this situation, the transition from lifeguard to a new service, which has been something the county has been working on, getting their own certificate of need now for months and months and months. And it's still yet to happen. And as of such, over the past few months, the level zeros, as they are called, a term used to refer when an ambulance service does not have a unit to respond to any given emergency, well, they've become even more frequent than they were, which prompted the question to Judge Wireman today to exactly what is the status on NetCare setting up and establishing service here in Mcgoffin County as they've been contracted to do. What is the exact status on our new service coming?
On the new service, I spoke with them again today, and I speak with them a couple times a week just so that we keep the foot on the gas on this. They're still acquiring the supplies and the items needed to get their additional ambulance service up and running. Obviously, we know there's some supply chain issues on some of the critical things that they have. They have got some a new ambulance in and a couple others on the way, coming from their stock in one of the other states, and they got to get it here and get it inspected, get those title issues out of the way. So nothing in government moves fast. But they've assured me that before the end of the month they'll be up and operating in Mcgoffin County. I've received a correspondence from Lifeguard several weeks ago advising they was pulling out completely on April the 30th, but we will have the new service, which will be called the Mcgoffin County Ambulance Service, doing business as NetCare Ambulance, and they'll be here. Like I said, if everything fell into place this week, they could be operating next week, but odds are it'll be the following week. I do know that Lifeguard is presently just staffing one ambulance in the county at a time. When I get a call, we immediately get that text saying that there's 0 ambulances in the county. Very frustrating to know that they would let it get to that level. That's not providing services to the people in Mcgoffin County that they are obligated to do under the terms of them operating a service here to start with. But they're also making someone in the organization is making accusations that all of this is political. I think everyone in Mcgoffin County, as you said, we've chronicled this since the summer of 2019. We went through the process. We've had talks. We've done everything we can do on the governmental side to get those services out to our citizens. And for anyone on a corporate level, company level, or a staffing level from Lifeguard to say that this is a political issue, they're very much mistaken, and I take offense to those remarks. We are here to serve the citizens of Mcgoffin County, and we're going to make sure that when we get the new service in, they're going to be held to a high standard. And if they don't work out, we'll find somebody else.
And I'll, of course, keep you up to date as well. Right now, a quick message or two. I've still got a lot happening on our community calendar and a lot happening in the weather department. I'll be right back.
Not everything has changed over the years. Fraser's Prater Drugstore is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Fraser's Prater Drugstore in downtown Salyersville.
Hello, I'm William Bill Meade, and I'm a Republican candidate for Mcgoffin County Sheriff. Like you, I'm concerned about the effects that drugs are having on our loved ones. With over 33 years of law enforcement experience and training, I know how to combat this problem. I will run a financially responsible office and be accountable for your tax dollars. After looking at the sheriff's budget, I know that I can provide this county with a much-needed 24-hour patrol. I'm William Bill Meade, and I'm number 4 on the Republican ballot, but I'm number 1 for Mcgoffin County.
Hello folks, I'm Jeff Lovely. I would like to ask for your vote and support to elect me as your next Mcgoffin County attorney. I've been practicing law for 25 years. In that time, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of county attorney offices throughout eastern Kentucky. I've learned that the best county attorneys are available and willing to listen when you have a question or a problem, and will do everything that they can to help. So I would like to ask for your vote and support to elect me your next Mcgoffin County attorney so I can be there for you and your family.
I'm Kelly Collins.
And I'm Taylor Shepard.
And we are with the Golden Law Office. We both began our legal careers in Lexington, representing the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided us with inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will defend your case.
We are now taking that knowledge and returning to our hometown in eastern Kentucky.
As a partner at Golden Law Office, we are returning home to continue to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Before I go on to the calendar and your weather and more, let me say this, a quick and important reminder. I was a little disappointed. I was more than a little disappointed last night, but I quickly got over it when I realized that tonight would be the night. As I told you last week, Noah Thompson from Louisa advanced to the top 24 in American Idol, certainly deservedly so after that performance. And when they narrowed it down to the top 24, they broke them up into 2 parts. Last night, the first 12. Tonight, the second half, of which Noah is in. So he will be on American Idol tonight. And the top 20, which are then, of course, left after tonight, will go on to the next round. And then America will start voting, I guess. So regardless, Noah Thompson, American Idol tonight. Can't wait to talk about that tomorrow. Can't wait to see that young man this evening. I'm very, very excited to get to watch that tonight. With that said, here's tonight's Mcgoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. And that will take, of course, take us all the way through your weather and a quick good night.
It is hard to believe that this Saturday is the Saturday before Easter, Good Friday. This Friday, we'll talk about how the weather is going to cooperate with all that in just a second. But right now, a reminder, the Royalton Community Easter Egg Hunt, Saturday at noon at the Punchin Battlefield Park there in the South Mcgoffin area. All sorts of big prizes and over 5,000 eggs to be hidden for the event, and that is this Saturday. The Water into Wine Food Pantry will be distributing not this week but next on Wednesday the 20th, 9 till noon for the regular pantry day, and then next Thursday the 21st is their Senior Commodity Day, just to remind everyone. So keep that on your calendar if you're planning on stopping by. They'll wrap up their April schedule. Going on to another date, save the date. They have a mega job fair planned. It's not until Wednesday the 27th, but mark it on your calendar. It's at the Mountain Arts Center as well. Multiple employers ready to hire, all sorts of fields. If you have any questions, call 789-2857. You can as well send information requested at careerhelp@bsacap.org. A reminder that the Salyersville Masonic Lodge is having a horse show. It's not until May the 14th. All proceeds supporting the Coats for Kids program. But I talked to Paul Montgomery today. They've still got about 10 or 12 classes left that need sponsors, and I think they're like $50 a class. So if you can help, give him a call. 606-432-6302. That's the Sayersville Masonic Lodge Horse Show. They still got some classes open to sponsor. And just got this in. The Sayersville High School class of 72 is having their 50th class reunion Saturday, May the 28th. They're going to gather at the Health Department Community Room. Dress is going to be casual. A meal will be served. Doors will open at 4. And I'll remind you when it gets a bit closer, but for now, you can call James Holliday at 884-7251 or 791-2384 or Kathy Borders at 349-2385. And call me when you have a calendar announcement, one of those birthdays or anniversaries that we need to tell the world about, and I will be so glad and privileged to do so. And remember, we also publish birth announcements in the Independent for free, but send those to Heather at SayersvilleIndependent.com. Going on to funeral service announcements, I have two to pass along this evening. First, services for 57-year-old William Paul Wireman of Gunlock will be held at a private event or function at a later date. He passed away Saturday at his home. The son of Paul Edward and Roberta Vanderpool Wireman, he survived by his parents, his brother Mark Edward Eddy, and his wife Andrea Wireman of Gunlock, sisters Nina Faye Wireman Combs and Rita K. Wireman Childers, and three very special children, Autumn, Grace, Austin, Robert, and Evelyn Rose, a special friend and cousin, Vonda and Kenneth Auksher, and a host of family. Again, services private at a later date in his honor. And this announcement comes in loving memory tonight of Randall Lee Duck Miller, forever missed by his wife Carol, children Micah and Michael.
My name is Tony Allen, and I'm a candidate for Mcgoffin County Clerk. Just as my family and I have served you at our restaurant, the Farmhouse Diner, we will be there to serve you in the clerk's office. You will be greeted with a smile. The office will be organized, neat, inviting, and we will do all we can to help everyone, regardless of your party, last name, or how you vote. We will be open during lunch, and we will have a long evening each week for folks who get in late. We will be open every other Saturday and have a plan to better serve the elderly in our community. I'm fighting to win this election and the trust of Mcgoffin County. I will not let you down, nor will I forget that the people chose me to be their clerk. Vote number 1 on the ballot, Big Tony Allen for Mcgoffin County Clerk.
Since 1974, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad has been providing emergency aid and rescue services to the citizens of Mcgoffin County. In 2021, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad answered 307 calls for service, requiring 20,968 man-hours and logging 515 man-hours of training. On this May 5th, 6th, and 7th, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad will be conducting its 43rd annual media auction live through WRLV 106.5, Howard's TV Cable, Channel 15, Foothills Communication, Channel 2, and YourNewsToday's YouTube channel. All items and donations are also printed in the Sayersville Independent. Merchants from Mcgoffin County and Eastern Kentucky have donated items and services to be auctioned, and ad time can be purchased for $10 a spot. This is the primary fundraiser for the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad. If you have any questions or would like to make a donation, please call the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad, Station 1 at 606-349-5500. Thank you. The 43rd Annual Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction is dedicated to the memory of Captain Carter Connolly.
Car wrecks,
truck wreck,
disability,
workers' comp,
slip and fall.
wrongful death.
Your case matters to you.
Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Are you ready for warm weather and a little sunshine? The Appalachian Wireless team has decided to have the ultimate spring break event. A sale so big with so many savings opportunities, you'll be thinking it's Christmas in April. The spring break event is going on now through the end of April, and all smartphones are on sale with Appalachian Advantage. Spring into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to see what deals have sprung at our spring break event. We know what you want because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Whether the new year brings you new dreams or you're working towards the same ones, let Salyersville National Bank help you build, bank, or save for them. Salyersville National has been helping dreams come true since 1902. Give them a call at the main location, 349-3131, or the branch, 6121. Coming up Easter weekend on Saturday the 16th, both in the Johnson Central High School Gymnasium. The Call at 3 o'clock on Saturday, a free event with Eddie James Ministries, a special message by Chad Blair, praise and worship, drama, and powerful messages, sponsored by the Calvary Church of God, Faith Harvest Church, Hope in the Cross Church, House of Refuge, and the Tabernacle of Praise. T-shirts and food available there, and join them on Easter Sunday at 10:30. Also in the gymnasium, Pastors Matthew and Diana Kraft welcome you for Easter weekend at the Johnson Central High School Gymnasium. So let's take a look at local Doppler radar. I'm having some issues with my standard graphic for all the temperatures and conditions and things of that nature, so I'm just going to relay some information while we take a look at what's headed our way this evening, and it's going to be the first of several hits weather-wise, I'm sad to say. It's a stormy week that is definitely afoot. Several hits that will peak Wednesday and Thursday. Now, right now, as far as the severe weather, we're not in the midst to see anything severe yet. And we're going to see some decent winds like we've been seeing, some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, but right now, we look to be on the safe side. Now, here's what we're looking at coming right now in just a short time. This was just a few moments ago, as was depicted by our satellites, and that has some more showers coming. We're not seeing any reds or any thunderstorms this evening, so a chance of showers. Maybe a thunderstorm, can't rule one out for the rest of your Monday. A low of around 53, winds generally out of the southwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour or so. A quarter of an inch or so, maybe a half on a real high side, unless there is a thunderstorm that were to develop the rest of the evening, over the course of the rest of the evening. For your tomorrow, a 40% chance of showers and storms, mainly before 3. We're going to see some sunshine, I think, peek through in the latter afternoon hours. That will take us up to about 71, 72 degrees for your Tuesday, and then we'll fall back down to the mid-50s tomorrow night, and it will be mostly cloudy and calm for the rest of your Tuesday. But Wednesday, things crank back up. So do temperatures, and that's not always a good thing, right? We'll hit close to 80 on your Wednesday. Shower chances early, right around 30%, winds up to 30 miles an hour, but an 80% chance of showers and possibly some thunderstorms Wednesday night. So we'll definitely talk more about that scenario when I see you back here in 24 hours or so. Again, a low of about 54 following almost 80 on your Wednesday. Thursday, a lingering chance of showers and thunderstorms, but a sign of things to come, glad to say. So partly sunny and 66 Thursday after maybe some showers early. Good Friday looks to be beautiful, mostly sunny and 70. Your Easter weekend right now. Saturday, mostly sunny and 69, and Sunday, mostly sunny and 66. I do have to put a 20% chance of showers in there on both days. And here's your quick good night. Thank you for watching. Best of luck to our friend Noah Thompson, and I'll see the rest of you back here tomorrow.